Do I have a product for you? The Couch Commentators Stubby Holder.
The what?
The Couch Commentators Stubby Holder for only $14.95. You can use it for everything, even some gloves.
Wow.
You can even use it as a hat.
Wow.
You can even use them as binoculars.
Wow.
You can even use them as oven mitts. But lastly, you can use it as a stubby holder.
Wow. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This week's podcast is brought to you by the couchcommentators.shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. Today I have Lucas and Dan. No Lucas and Dan. I got James with me, mate.
Yeah, so we heard the audience, we listened to them, so we kicked them off the podcast once and for all.
Look, it was pretty easy to do. Obviously, the dead weight, both of them, and
look, we're getting towards finals time. We've got to make the hard decisions, and look, this one was an easier decision, but
success is on our way.
Yeah.
Alas, James, how you been, mate?
Been good. Look, been busy, but it's good type of busy.
Yeah, big weekend of sports to get into. Look, as a term to take from Lucas, things are hotting up.
Yeah, things are hotting up. My favourite Lucasism.
Outside is also hotting up. Like, it's actually getting hotter in general, but also sports are hotting up.
Sports are hotting up. You know what else is hotting up, Brendan?
Yeah, what's that?
The betting in the podcast.
Yeah.
No, you can shoot off Lucas's little...
Accountability. Lucas goes back-to-back, and he wins on Jolie Star, another thing paying about $2.40. So collectively, only about $5, but back-to-back wins is good. Not good for us because the spring carnival, for our listeners, know that it's all of spring.
Yep.
Dan did get roasted a couple times from the couchies, so that was fun to see. Classic Dan.
Dan.
Yeah, good stuff by Lucas. Jolie Star absolutely decimated the field.
Brained it.
And look to a big season ahead for it. But Jim, take it away, Pete.
Well, look, there was a couple of games over this weekend, and look, a good punter could have found a lot of value. I found some pretty good value with a Roosters multi paying $15, Roosters 13 plus, Tedesco, Young, Tupou, and Crichton.
Crichton hat-trick, or?
Yeah. If I had the Crichton hat-trick, this season of punting would be over. But look, before the game, I was saying I think the hardest leg to get is the Angus Crichton try, and he scored the first try, which that was an omen for myself to pick up on that I didn't. And then he went on to score 3. So we got $15 return for that. That was quite the win.
Tasty.
But look, I was on a bit of a roll just in the podcast betting because earlier in the day in the horse racing multi, Kimo Chi, I had it as the place in the multi, but it was paying $8. That got the win. And then, look, just to round it out, the anytime try scorer multi, I also had Dom Young. So just hitting winners all round for the podcast. I may have been let down by some of my co-stars in the multis, but...
Well, we dropped those guys, right?
Right.
Look, my betting not so good this week. I was chasing glory, but flew too close to the sun and picked a $2.40 horse that just fucking shut the bed and came dead last. Won't be backing that horse again. Take that one out of the black book and look to better bets. And maybe a multi on the way from me because, James, I know you know because I blew up at the screen over the weekend. But me and James in a punters club because we are professional gamblers, also gamble responsibly when you listen to our tips. But in a punters club, and my bet for the punters club, I have a thick multi, a Sharks multi, because what do I know best about rugby league? I know the Sharks. So I've picked us 13 plus. That happens. I picked Nakora, he scores a try. I picked Stone Street, he scores a try. And I also pick Zach Lomax. I picked another one as well. Decorah, Stone Street,
Um,
one more Sharks player.
I can't think of it right now. No, Kill Iro.
Yes, that's the one. So I had those 3 legs. That would have got me, if I just did the Sharks, probably about $45 multi. But then I picked Zach Lomax, and I had that bloke into my, because I'm like, look, Dragons score a try, like we're just gonna let that happen. It'll be Zach Lomax, and then twice I have been fucked by Ashley Klein. We don't ref bash on this podcast.
We don't ref
We're
bash,
anything but ref bashers, and I'll hold that to my grave. But fucking Ashley Klein and his bald head, fucking, he saves one try with his bald head, bounces off his dome. That's a certain try. The other try, look, yes, Salone did push
and then
drag player off him, but like, just give him one. My multi. That would have got me $650 return, and I would have been top punter, cemented, but unfortunately not. And you were on it for yourself.
Yeah, I just had the bet on personally for myself without the Sharks 13 plus because I just thought it could have been a bit tighter. But yeah, I thought I was back-to-back winners on the Sunday, which would have been outstanding.
Would have been tasty in the old account.
Yeah.
Yeah, look. Gamble responsibly, obviously. 1-800-858-858, and that's all for accountability. Dan sucked.
Yeah.
Don't go over his bets. Now, James, this podcast, I think it's getting a bit hot and steamy. I think it's going to get fucking a bit of attack of words, I would say. The fans have been messaging me personally. They've been fired up over last week's comments by there was certain names like Ken and Aiden getting thrown around. Moe got thrown around. Matt got thrown around. And I'm looking forward to what comes of this because we've got a couple speak pipes and it could be all-out war.
Yeah, look, I always look forward to the podcast, but obviously some weeks are easier to get up for than others. I've been excited since when last podcast came out. I started getting excited for this Monday to record today.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what these guys have for us, and obviously it's the list of questions, James. It's the list of questions. The best part of the podcast, brought to us by you. We'll leave the speak pipes to the end, so look.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
But first, we have one, and it is from Trevor. He asks, "Do you think aliens exist?" Deep question, James. Do you think aliens exist?
Yes, I do. Will we ever see them? Probably not. But in an infinitely expanding universe, the idea that we're the only form of life would be very, very stupid.
I don't know. I think that's it's on the money there. You know, we're the only form of life, and we live in the same era as Nico High.
Yeah.
Just think of that. Just think of that. No, for me, I also probably lean towards there's probably aliens out there. Look, don't want to get too tinfoil hatty, but there's probably like just microorganisms on fucking the moon or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on. I don't know. Great question though. Next question though. It is from Dan. He asks, "What?" Well, firstly, actually, it's funny that Dan's asking questions. He's
not here, but he's asking questions.
He's now become a fan. It's crazy. It's good stuff from you, Dan.
Look, I'm glad he didn't get all grumpy about it. Like, he's taken his sacking quite well. Yeah. He's just
took it on the chin. It's good stuff from him. Good stuff from him. Okay, the question: what Couch Commentators merch do you want to bring out next? That's a nice question, and James, because you're the only other person, I'm gonna ask you first.
Oh wow! So look, I feel like this should have been a communication he should have had when he was still in the company, but this could have been a behind doors. Let's see. So we got the hat, we got the stubby cooler. Don't know what we'll bring out next.
There are some ideas there. I would like a jumper.
Yeah, jumper.
But at the same time, getting hot. It's hotting up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if we will get another one out this summer, but it could be a jumper for next winter, or even like a spray jacket.
Yeah, spray jacket wouldn't be too bad.
We could aim for
shirts, pretty stock standard.
Yeah,
a singlet.
Like obviously, we want to get merch that we want to use.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we're the first purchasers of all of our merch, funnily enough.
We are test and trial each stubby hole. No, just ours.
So, look, like my hat, I wear it quite often. I like the stubbies. I'll be using them a lot in the near future and hopefully the long-term future.
Crazy things we get. I don't know if I can chopsticks. Slides. Slides would be too
Frying
bad.
pans.
Frying pans. Couch commentators frying pans coming soon.
Couches.
Yes.
We just get into selling couches.
Oh my god! It was right in front of us.
They should like, in here where you've got your beer, like your drink holder. A mic should also come out so you can be a couch commentator at home.
It was right in front of us.
Yeah. Or beneath us. Right beneath us.
Right beneath us. Look forward to couch commentators. Couches coming out in 2025. That'll be great. Honestly, the sales will be through the roof.
Yeah.
I can just see it. I can see it. Good question though, Dan. Thank you for that. The next question, it is from Canada. This one, it's bordering on Matty C territory with how fucked this one is. James, get your dick sucked for $5 or suck one dick for 5 million.
I'm sucking a dick.
Yeah,
5 million. Like he's made the number way too big. Make it like 100,000, and I'm probably still fucking sucking the dick. But at least there, it's a bit more of a question.
As a famous man once said, $20 is $20. I'll do both. with the buy, we're 69 and mate.
Guess who's got $5 million $5?
Fuck yeah, 5 million and 5. Money. Smart. Yeah.
Cue the Andrew Tate music in the background.
Colour's your Bugatti, Ken. Thank you for the question, though. Didn't think you would get that answer. Sure. Now, we got a question from Matt. And he asks, what do you prefer, a long sleep in after a night out on the piss, or a great breakfast and recovery early? Okay, James.
I know what I should do, the great breakfast and recover early, but I also know what I do more often, and that's the long sleep in. It might not even be an actual long sleep in. It might be I could be out of bed at 9, but I could be like parked on the couch. I'm not moving. I'm ordering Uber Eats. So yeah, I'll go the long sleep in.
Yeah, I think for me, it's as we've gotten older, I've come adopted the long sleep ins. It's just lay in bed the whole day, just ordering Uber Eats to my bed, just pounding those Uber Eats, and then just watching rugby league, watching whatever sports on, and just
a bit of UFC,
never leaving the bed. So yeah, that's my preferred. Obviously, like a great breakfast sounds good. Recover early sounds good, but then you got to go do more stuff while you're hungover. Come on. No, great question though, man. What would you do? Let us know. Speak pipe though. We're up to it, James. We've got to the war of words, the couch commentators war of 2024.
Where were you?
Where were you when the war started? Okay, let's get into them. All right. Firstly, James, we have one from Muzzy. Let's see what he has to say.
Just a quick message to Ken. Don't ever mention my name on the podcast again, yeah? I'll sort you out. I know where you live. I know where you play Ostag. I'll fucking call my cousins on you. Yeah, dog.
Wow.
Muzzy strikes back.
Muzzy, aka Moe, is saying he knows where you play Ostag. That's a big threat.
He also said he knows where he lives, so maybe he's already scouted him out from Ostag and followed him home after last week's comments.
Wow, that's wild. Look, I want to go to now Matty C's and see what he has to say.
Hello, Dan. Hello, James. Fuck you, Brandon.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
Got a statement for my mate Aiden and my mate Ken.
Ken.
Can you not pick on my fucking woozy mate Moe? Or we'll come and fucking get you. And we might pay a visit to your nans.
Ooh! Ooh! The nan is getting thrown around now. It's
Interesting to Fred and the Neds. I thought they were all fucking in hospital by now, but
Yeah. Maybe they're going to get him on their hospital bed, which is I wouldn't put it past Matty C and Bowie there.
yeah, I didn't expect when Moe said all his boys for it to be Matty C,
Matty
but
C is one of his boys. Look, I did see Matty C going for the Broncos this week, which was something I never thought I'd see. So, yeah, look, Matt and Moe fired out at Ken and Aiden. But, James, I have something to tell you. There's a speak pipe from This Is Your Last Warning. The speak pipe is ours. So, look, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, look, g'day, boys. G'day, Dan. G'day, James. You know what? I'm going to bite the bullet because we got bigger problems. G'day, Leachy.
Oh, hey, Ken, mate.
Fucking dog.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, I was just sitting here on the toilet doing a shit. So naturally, I thought of fucking Moe, and he's probably wondering why we've chosen to attack him via the speak pipe, and I think that's plain and simple. We made our point very well known. This is our fucking segment. All right? Now, we warned you last week. You send in another speak pipe. It's kidneys to the back. I'm going to up that threat now. Fucking, you send in another speak pipe. I'm going to fucking clap your nan's cheeks from the back. Just want you to ponder upon that. All right? Really want you to think. And Maddie, mate, the only thing Maddie's going to fucking see is stars if he ever thinks it's all right to send in a speak pipe. It's our fucking segment. Ours. From the ground up. From fucking merely nothing, this segment. It's ours. Like I said, don't ever want to fucking hear you cunts on here again. And if you want to do something about it, Minto Oztag Fields.
No way.
Playing for Freddie Artega's team. Come find me. I'm about 3 foot tall. And I've got no hair. Fuck you, Leachy.
Oh, fuck. There's a lot to unpack there.
yeah. But firstly, does the previous speak pipes count because this one was played after? So technically, they haven't put one out after this warning.
The threat of Minto Oztagfield. Moe's already said it, the throwdown's happening there anyway. So
Yeah.
it's all got escalated at Minto Oztagfield.
Should we give them a heads up to hire some security for next for this
Potentially.
Wednesday?
There was also some more Nan talk.
Yep.
Obviously, they threatening Ken's and Aiden's that now going back on Matty C and Moe. So this is just everyone's getting involved. It's going to happen down at Minto Oztagfield, I believe.
Yeah, and look, I don't want to
It's not right.
put words in people's mouths, but no message from Aiden here is a bit concerning.
That is concerning.
Has he gone hiding?
Is Ken speaking for him, or is he gone hiding as he's afraid of both Moe and Maddie?
Yeah, that's
It's like words to think of, It's really it's intense.
like, do we give him to the end of the podcast and we'll have another check?
We could check back later because
Yeah.
it is. They comes out today, so they have a little bit of time. We'll come back to it. But look, I'm interested to see the throwdown happening at nice of Freddie Artega also to get a mention of his 3 foot height
And his bold, shiny head.
Yeah, bold shiny head. So look for his team and then go down to Minto Oztagfield. Okay, that was the speak pipes though, and we'll check back for Aiden's one later. But thank you guys. Look, the war is on, and I feel like. Hopefully it doesn't last as long as some other wars I've heard of.
Yeah. Is this our civil war? Do we have to pick sides and they like join behind us, or?
I know I'm not picking Kens.
Yeah, that's the issue. I also don't want Ken.
Well,
Wait, no.
Well, look, I know Ken did say hi to me this time, but he also called me a dog, so fuck you, Ken. Okay.
I'll be on Aiden's side.
Okay, beautiful. Now we go to NRL talk, James. List of questions done. NRL talk. There we go. Who impressed you, James? Who impressed you?
Who impressed me? Good. I think I'll
Take the easy one against Panthers. That was pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
Raiders. Yeah, good point. Probably the Raiders. Yeah, we watched most of that game. Yeah, Raiders.
Okay.
There's just gritty. Like they had no field position, no ball. They had Panthers pounding their defensive line.
Jerome Luai shit in the bed.
Yeah, look bad intercept ball.
For me, who impressed me, I would say, look, West Tigers did the unthinkable and won. Yes, they had a lot of help from Sid Bins. There's no doubt I don't think they win without the Sid Bins.
Yeah.
But they impressed me that they got the job done in front of their fans at Leichhardt again. They just got to play all the games from Leichhardt, honestly. They might win the season.
Is it possible that the Tigers used all of their luck that they didn't have all season with sin bins and the ball bouncing your way in one game? Like, because they're the most sin bin team ever, and then they Manly have like 3 or 4 sin bins in the one game.
Got like the reverse card out. I was like, fuck you. Cop that. We've been copping it for the whole year. Manly, you get 3. Paul Hamoli though got one for shoulder to shoulder contact.
Yeah. What was it? I forget who the last person was. It was also pretty soft, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Look, I would say all 3 were soft. I think the game's gone soft.
Game's gone soft.
But alas, we get into who let us down now, James. Who let you down?
Don't ref bash on this podcast.
Well, James, we are anything but ref bashers, and I'll hold that to my grave.
So, following that, probably the NRL refs and bunkers.
Oh yeah, they've been fucking shit this week.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Sin binning has been like here, there, never, everywhere.
The trouble is, and what would piss Manly fans off, is you see Hamole get sin bin for shoulder on shoulder, and then that sort of rolls a little bit high. Should probably a penalty, not nowhere near a sin bin, and then you see Stephen Crichton knock out Tuivasa-Sheck, shoulder to forehead. I know Tuivasa-Sheck dropped a little bit, but not that much.
And it wasn't just that one in the Warriors game. There was another one that Mitch Barnett got a shoulder to the head, and he got split open, and he was just standing there looking at the ref like, "What? You're not gonna fucking call anything? Like, look at my head." But then Tuivasa-Sheck's out for another.
Yeah, that's his season gone because they've got the bye on the last round.
Bulldogs protected species?
Yeah, and then almost like due to the backlash, but then it's weird because it felt like some of the other sin bins in the weekend was like due to the backlash on that one. But like, what was the excuse for the Manly ones that were also like if it was just consistent and you go, look, any contact to the head is a sin bin, and I think we'd all got used to that. Like, there wasn't that much outrage over the Manly ones because it was like, look, they might have been a bit soft, but we know what the rule is now. And then literally the night after, you see what should have been a textbook sin bin not get called.
And at the time, like Warriors and Bulldogs, it was pretty close. I thought.
Yeah, look, more than likely Bulldogs could have probably found a way to win even without Crichton for 10 minutes.
But yeah, you just don't know. Like they could have scored 2 tries, 3 tries, and then game on.
Yeah, it was right in the balance at the time.
But Warriors done it again, and the fans weren't happy.
Yeah, luckily their fans are used to getting dudded in multiple ways, so they should have taken that pretty well.
Twice now to the Bulldogs as well, which is rough for them. But look, who let me down? I mean, look, Para didn't let me down because we got the spoon ball, baby.
Yeah, that was on purpose, actually.
I would say it's Dolphins. Dolphins been letting me down. Look, they started the season very hot. They were hot to trot. Even, I think, once getting the top 4. And now they have slidden out the 8 and getting absolutely pumped by Melbourne, 48-6. So, I don't know. That's pretty average from them. A question I have to you, James, is if it wasn't Wayne Bennett, would he be getting criticised right now? Like Wayne Bennett's Wayne Bennett, so you're not gonna. No, there's no shade being thrown at him, but like if it was someone else,
Yeah, look, a little bit.
If it's Christian Wolf in the job at the moment,
Yeah, look, if this happens again next year, I think Christian might be in a bit of strife. Look, the only saving grace I will say to them is they've been missing two of their best forwards all year.
Hmm.
In Flegler, who was a big marquee signing, and Tom Gilbert.
yeah.
They missed Herbie for a good chunk of the year. To be fair, since he's come back, it's been when they've started to slide. I think the big out, and probably doesn't get talked about enough, is Jeremy Marshall King.
Yeah, JMK.
You even look back to last year, their form, like roller coaster, really coincided when he was out of the game and in it. And they've got Plaff in there now doing a great job, but he doesn't have the same craftiness that a JMK has. Look, I
Give
think
him
there's
a
got to
lot
be
of
some.
excuses.
Yeah, there's got to be some questions, but they also came up against a team that's now 6 points clear, top of the table.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess, but you're fighting for
Yeah, fighting for
aim.
your season, you would expect them to be
He's
better.
on the line. Wayne Bennett, your coach. He's supposed to be the super coach, one of the super coaches. Get pumped like that is, I think, it's got to be questions. Got to be an investigation. He's off to South. Does he care? I don't
Yeah,
know.
probably not. He probably counted the season out a couple of weeks ago.
Speaking of 6 points clear and Melbourne Storm, minor premiers wrap it up.
Put a nice little bow on it.
Put a bow on it. There's something I wanted to bring up about this actually, and I've put it in the form of a question for you again, James. Minor premierships, is the salary cap fucked? You got Roosters who have had in the last decade, Roosters 2, Riff 3, and Melbourne Storm 5 minor premierships. Is it because the salary cap is fucked, or is it just good clubs doing good things?
Can it be both?
No.
Because look, there is a glaring hole in the idea of the salary cap, and it's
Yes.
that players will go to teams where success is for less money.
And get third party deals.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at a Roosters where they've got some of the biggest sponsors in the league.
Billionaire.
Yeah, a billionaire backing it, but obviously he can't give third party deals, Brandon. But if his mates do, he can't stop that. But
Yes.
allegedly. But and then
Sombrero.
Storm are
The only team
in Melbourne.
in Melbourne.
Obviously, it's not the top sport in Melbourne, but any rugby league potential sponsors are going to go to the Melbourne Storms. So yeah, look, there's an issue with the salary cap, but at the same time, like you look at Penrith, they've got a decent amount of they're pretty well off, right, with the leagues club, but it's not like they've got a billionaire backing them.
True.
And yeah, they've done it just through
Good junior.
building talent through their juniors. You look at Bulldogs; they've now got more money behind them, but you wouldn't say their success is from getting superstars.
No,
Obviously,
their success is from buying players.
Yeah, but their juniors are now starting to come through as well. So, look, I think there'll be teams that come and go into there, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Roosters and Melbourne stay there for a long time.
It's crazy. 10 years and not another
Mate, you could go
team.
back 20 years, and Melbourne probably have fucking like 10.
But they cheated, so
Yeah.
fuck those logs. Okay. Now, I know I've been grilling you just now, James, but guess what? We have the NRL questions. So, buckle in for that now.
You know
more
what?
questions.
You know what? Switch it up. I've got the fucking drivers for this. I'll ask you the questions first.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Look, we're
Okay.
going a bit rogue. Only 2 leeches on the podcast.
I like it. Let's go. Let's
All right.
doge.
So-
brother.
Looking at the next 2 weeks of footy, 4 teams on 26 points. Who'll be 8th after the 27 rounds, Moe. So we're just going to pull up the ladder.
Yeah, I'll get the ladder up so we know what teams. I know, obviously, you got the Dargans in there, and then
Dolphins are on the way out.
there.
Broncos are a chance, but small.
Okay, so it's Raiders, Knights, Dolphins, Broncos, Dargans. Dargans have that 2-point buffer at the moment, and looking at some of the teams,
I
people
might grab
have to verse.
draw up on my phone as well. Yeah,
Raiders have to verse the Roosters this week. Probably
They're
out.
they just played their grand final on the weekend.
Yeah, they're gone. Next, we got Knights versus Titans. I would
Should
say
win.
can win that. So they're definitely a chance. I don't know who their second game is, but I'm just going off what I see. And
From memory, it's someone pretty soft. I'll get the second game up.
and then Dolphins, Broncos are versing each other. So one of these teams mathematically will not make it. So whoever wins that. And after me just ripping into the Dolphins, I don't think they're going to beat the Broncos. So I think Broncos win that. So at the moment, I've got Broncos, Knights, Dragons as my option.
Yeah, so the next game after that, so Broncos will have to play Melbourne.
Broncos, Melbourne. That's where Broncos
Yeah,
go
so
out.
Broncos lose theirs.
You got Knights or Dragons. That's my
The Dragons will play Raiders.
Okay, so they're pretty
Pretty
likely
even, but
Parramatta into a Raiders. They have the 2-point buffer.
yeah, that they should they should beat Para this
What's
week.
Newcastle got?
Newcastle have the Dolphins.
Okay, now we're getting interesting.
So you'd imagine Newcastle win both their games.
Yeah.
The Dragons should beat Para. That hurts to say. The Raiders game will be interesting, especially if Raiders get touched up by either way, if the Raiders get touched up by Roosters this week, I would imagine they come back strong the next. And if they somehow get a win, well then they're like, well, why can't we make the finals?
Broncos have the best for and against out of all teams. Dolphins second. So the only thing that Dragons, if they don't get both wins, obviously, if they get both, they're in no matter what. But if they don't, minus 120 is fucked.
Yeah.
That just throws the door open for anyone.
That's the thing, because all of their wins have been pretty close, and then when their losses have been big.
Yeah, Roosters pumped them. We just pumped them.
You pumped them twice, Roosters pumped them twice, and that's realistically it, but they're big losses.
Oh, we're going to press for the question. I'm going to put... I'm going to go Knights. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'll go the easy one, Dargans, then, but it was meant to be just out of the 26 points, isn't it? But he said, yeah, who makes the 8? I'll go the Dargans. I think they can beat the Raiders on the last round.
Sorry for that, Moe. Yeah,
look.
No faith in you guys beating Sob, unfortunately.
Look, we don't know the team list for this week. The rumour is that Melbourne will rest their players against the Cowboys, and then they'll be full strength against Broncos. So that doesn't help the Broncos.
Nice.
But you know what? It's anyone's game. You got to win games to make the 8. And
you got to beat the best to be the best, is what they say. That is true. Next question, James.
Next question. All right, I got to get used to that. All right, Couchies. In-depth analysis of the Dragons versus Sharks, please, and why the Dragons sucked. Up. That's also from Moe. Brandon, I'm sure you can take this. I shouldn't really have to give much detail.
In-depth analysis. My time to shine has come. Okay. Look, game started pretty back and forth. We both play that grinding style. Like Flano loves the grinding style, but our forward pack at the moment is just steamrolling. Blake Brayley, the main contributor to that, just getting out, crafty, all that sort of stuff. So by about, 10 minutes in, they had got fatigued, and we just started fucking mowing them down. We got first try, maybe second try, I think, and then 10 in the bin for Ramian, which shouldn't have happened because before that, it was an offside play to get them down the field when Ramian whacked him in the head. Yes, the whack in the head deserved 10. Shouldn't have happened, though, because it shouldn't be there. Shouldn't have got that. Anyways, they score a try off the 10-minute sin bin. back in one try, yeah, whatever. Then the game just flows, and eventually we get to my multi getting ruined by Zach Lomax and Ashley Klein. We don't ref bash, but he fucked it. There was a couple of dodgy calls our way, I will admit to that, for tries as well. One try I think Stone Street got was a forward pass by like a meter, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But that was like his second or third try, so we ended up winning 38-10, and Dan was not seen in all of our chats. Hasn't been seen since. Might be why he's not on the podcast. I don't know. Didn't want to defend his boys. Also, we fired him. We
fired him.
Yeah. But we did well. Dragons not a contender like we are, obviously. I was interested in how Atkinson wasn't kicking goals though. He had such a great performance against Knights, and then we went to Trendle. He missed like first 2 out of 3, which was worrying, but we still ended up winning by a handsome amount, so we'll take that. And that's my analysis. James, your analysis on the Sharks.
Dragon, the Dargans, sorry. There's a misspelling on there. The Dargans, they didn't ice their opportunities. The game could have been a lot closer. They had plenty of opportunities to score, and didn't take advantage of it. And then, when the ball was in play, Sharks were too good up the middle. There's the not in-depth analysis. All right. That's pretty much wrapped up. Good analysis, Brandon. All right. Who is your prediction for the Spoon Bowl coming from Matt?
Okay. So, for the couchies and listeners out there that don't know, the Spoon Bowl has been confirmed. Tigers versus Parramatta, what we've all been waiting for. We have tickets already. Where's that, Ken?
They're selling quick.
Quick. It's gonna be a sellout. I know that.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's sold out by the end of this week.
This is true. But my prediction for the game, I think we're gonna go into the game with Tigers ahead on the competition by 2 points. So they're 2 above you guys. Then Mitch Moses miraculously healed, ready to play the Spoon Bowl because it's the big game. It's the fucking big one.
We've seen him in big games this year.
He's a clutch. So what happens, right? We get into the nitty gritty. He gets to do about, I think, 22-22. Mitch Moses lines up for the field goal from 60 meters out. Clutches it, hits it. 1-pointer, gets the win. Even points. But Parramatta have a better for and against, so they do not get the Spoon Bowl, but they win the game. So Tigers actually win the Spoon Bowl. That's my prediction. I don't know if that's anywhere near on the path of yours.
Look, I just hope Parramatta somehow scrapes by and doesn't get the spoon. That's
a good prediction.
Look, we just got to win.
Fun to win one.
We know. I've seen a lot. If you didn't know, we've got the most spoons in the history of the game. Obviously, the only team I think that has more was the Western Magpies.
And now the Tigers are hot on your trail. Going for 3 in a row. Stocks are going up like this for Tigers spoons.
Look, and 3 in a row is a feat that has only been done by Newcastle in recent years. Parramatta got 2 in a row back in the days, but
it would be something to be proud of, I think, as Tigers fans.
That's if anything, they should be aiming for it. I don't know why all this news in the media is coming out that they desperately don't want the spoon. Like, aim for greatness.
Get those, you don't get anything for getting 16th place. No one will even remember you.
Nobody remembers 16th. Everyone remembers a spoon.
100%.
So the real way to win the Spoon Bowl is to get beat by 50. So I hope the Tigers win the Spoon Bowl.
Okay, all right. Next question.
All right, next question, Brandon. Is Ricky Stewart the most emotional coach in the NRL? And that one comes from Matt.
There's a lot of coaches in the NRL. Ricky loves a blow. And I can imagine the dressing sheds, if you're down on points, he would fucking rip you a new one. But you also have Des Hasler, who has been seen literally breaking doors because of his heated... and he also doesn't mind a ref bash. Not like we don't, obviously, but like he doesn't mind it. But I know I probably just took all these good ones. I'm going to go with Craig Bellamy. because that man in the box, literally this week, up by like 30 points, and he's still swearing his head off at the fucking field, and he's just blowing up, and you're going, mate, you're winning by 30 points. But he just, without doubt, will always just get fired up. And that's why I would say he's the most emotional. That emotion is always anger.
Look, I'm actually going to go with Matt and say Ricky.
Okay.
Because, as he said emotional coach, not just the angriest coach. But I've seen Ricky in tears in press conferences. Look, it's not. What would you describe the emotion that he was feeling when he called Jamin Salmon a weak-gutted dog? It wasn't so much anger. It was
joy.
Yeah, no,
very happy. I believe.
Almost, yeah, it was visceral, but
Spiteful.
Yeah, spiteful. Yeah, I'll go with Ricky because he loves the blow up. He almost cries at many a press conference.
He does cry about the refs a lot as well.
Yeah, that's sometimes he gets that angry. It sounds like he's gonna cry, but then like when he talks about like Josh Pupley's 300th and stuff like that, he gets emotional. So I'll go Ricky.
Beautiful. And beautifully hosted, James. You did have to get reminded last week.
Yeah, I had to get reminded a couple of
times. No, good stuff. Thank you, everyone, for the NRL questions, the listener questions. NRL talk over, though. Now we have something I have brought back this week, James.
Yeah.
I've brought back Who Am I?
Jeez, you had a bit of spare time today, mate.
A little bit of spare time. But it's not for you, James. It's for you guys at home, you guys listening. This week, I will be bringing back the Who Am I, and you guys have to figure out the mystery player. So you can comment it down below, DM Dan, although he's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
Just flood those DMs. Okay. Now, who am I? Born in 1987. I'm 6'5". That's how tall I am. I feel that already. But played centre, fullback, 5'8", and wing. I started my career at Melbourne Storm. I've won 3 premierships. I have represented both Queensland and Australia and finished my career at Warrington Wolves. Who am I?
I think I've got it.
Look, it's not that hard, but I'll be interested to see who has it. You know, who has it and who doesn't.
And no cheating. No cheating.
No
Just,
looking at other people's answers.
Quickly, just submit your answer in the comments in the YouTube, you reckon? Or?
Yeah, YouTube. DM Dan. But
And,
who am I? Yeah, look, you can throw it to me off. Yeah, I figured that's him as well. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. We'll probably cut that, but yeah, we'll just like deafen it so they can't hear.
Yeah. All right,
you
Dan.
thought you know.
Remember-
you thought you know,
remember
but,
that, Dan.
You don't know that.
I mean, if you were still hired by us, Dan.
He's the editor now.
Yeah, he's just editor.
We hide him. We laid him off and then hide him. No, good stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If not, I'll fucking scrap it and we'll go back to start bench cut. Next, James, horse racing. Obviously, Lucas, usually the horse guru, but I've took the reins. See what I did there.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm here all podcast. Horse racing. Via Sistina wins the Wing Stakes. The Wing Stakes named obviously after the mare Winx, one of the greatest horses we've ever seen. Via Sistina, a horse Lucas has talked up a lot in the Autumn Carnival. It won at $10 odds, James, and it beat out the favourite Fangirl. Fangirl getting third, Zugotcha, its stablemate, getting second. J-Mac on Fangirl tried to ride it like it was Winx, which was,
fitting for the race, but didn't work too well.
Not fitting for winning it. Where Via Sistina, look, Lucas before the race telling us not a 1,400 meter horse. Once you get it out to 1,600, probably going to have better performances. Gets the win and looked good.
Yeah, who was the jockey on it? Because I did see the race, but I wasn't paying a lot of attention. I was trying to gamble responsibly. I wasn't betting too much, guys.
Maybe we'll have to do some research on that. We have done some research, and it was Karen McAvoy on board.
Yeah, usually has James McDonald on, so he had the choice.
Who's the favourite fangirl? Well, made it the favourite with his jockey riding. Also, fangirl, really good horse. Had some good form last season.
But it was a really good race by McAvoy and Sestina. Like, it was up the inside a bit. Just like what it lacked in the speed in the 1400, just worked a smarter race.
Cruise time.
Yeah.
Cruise time. I mean, Zugosh are coming for it, but
Yeah.
cruise time. It would be interesting, though, like, obviously, as the spring gets hotter, it's hotting up, obviously, you'll be versing the likes of Pride of Jenny and or Mr. Brightside, so that will get more interesting as it comes further. Can Via Sistina keep up with Pride of Jenny? Because no one else can.
Yeah. Yeah. Can anyone ever? If it races like it did, yeah.
Look.
All I know is it's hotting up.
It's hotting up. Maybe Pride of Jenny has taken steroids. I don't know. Either way, that's horse racing wrapped up. Beautiful. On to next week in the Spring Carnival. I'm sure there'll be big races. Look forward to that.
As the big races come along, we might try to get Lucas to do little bits and pieces.
Yeah, he might jump in from here to there, or we'll get Dan to.
Yeah, we'll get Dan to.
We'll rehire him just for the horse racing because he's good at that. But yeah, that's actually all for the podcast, James. Anything you want to?
No, nothing's getting James fired up this week.
Getting you fired up.
Obviously, blew open the case last week.
Yeah, that's true. Since then, Penrith have been hiding. They've lawyered up. We tried to sue them.
Some might say they tried to not do it as much this week, and that's why they lost. I don't have any statistics behind that, but they did lose after I blew the case wide open.
So there's definitely theories going around about that. Aiden Hazard put in a speak pipe.
Yeah.
Crazy. Obviously, he will have to fire back after the war of words we have heard. The Couch Commentators war will go on, and look forward to that next week. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for following us. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you guys next week.